Hey Salem, welcome to this month's edition of Building Buzz. I'm standing here in our living room conference room, an informal conference room with a beautiful view of the Salem community here in our new building. We are so close to moving in that you can just feel the excitement amongst our officers. Now, while this is a new building for us, we also brought our history with us. And so you can see next to me a display of some of our historical items. I have on display here the first radar in the state of Oregon. We had the first radar. Unfortunately, soon after we got it, a semi-truck smashed into the van that ran the radar and ruined parts of it, and we had to order another one. But some of our old history, our old equipment, old radars, a Polaroid camera. When I started, that was a thing that we used almost daily, was Polaroid cameras, which are almost non-existent now. But what we wanted in this new building for our officers is to feel great about the building, feel great about the newness and the modern part of this building, but also not forget the history of where we came from. So you can see these historical items here in our living room conference room. This living room conference room is one of the highlights of the new building. You can see it has beautiful views on three sides. And the low seating in this room is designed to encourage conversation. So whether it's meetings with community members, supervisors meeting with officers, this beautiful room with relaxed seating is just designed to make people feel relaxed and encourage conversation a lot more than a formal conference room would be with a conference table and conference chairs. Just outside of the living room conference room, overlooking the lobby, we have another historical display here. We have some old uniforms. We have a display of our only officer that was killed in the line of duty, Thomas Eckhart, in 1909 in dealing with an escaped prisoner. So the officers can see the old motorcycle uniforms, old weapons, things like that. All throughout the department, we have these accent walls that display proudly the history of our department on every floor. Another really cool historical display in the new building is the history of our badges. We've had this display before, but it's only been able to be displayed internally and not out for the public to view. But the history of the badges for the Salem Police Department date clear back to our first law enforcement officer here in the Salem territory, which was a marshal, and the marshal wore the star. And so you'll see as the history of the badges evolve, we go from a star to a shield and then back to a star in paying homage to that first marshal that was the first law enforcement in Salem. It's really cool to see some of these different badges for jobs that we don't have anymore. We have major, we have a badge for an inspector, and we have a badge for the pound master when the city used to have a dog pound. So stay tuned to our social media platforms for our opening date. We're getting close to moving in, and pretty soon we will be conducting business, all business, from here, from this location, 333 Division Street Northeast. So please stay tuned for that. Next month's Building Buzz, we will be in the building. Everybody will be here and will be moved in. So please like and share and help us build some buzz for the new Salem Police Station.